Hi, this is Nahid. Have you ever known someone who just seemed so grounded in their life purpose and felt a little envious? Life purpose is one of those things that seems really daunting to people, and I think a lot of people avoid it. But what we're going to talk about today is a way to make life purpose really simple so that you can draft out a life purpose statement in approximately 5 to 10 minutes and get going using that as a draft and reap the benefits of having a life purpose statement. So let's start by asking the question, what is life purpose? And life purpose is basically the reason you exist in the world. So, for a lot of people, life purpose is going to be grounded in their spiritual or religious beliefs. And you may wonder, if I don't have my religion or my spirituality telling me what my life purpose is, then why should I bother with a life purpose? And the reason I think that you should bother with a life purpose is because what I've found with myself, and of course with my clients, is that having a life purpose helps you make better decisions about your life all across your life. Because if you're clear on your life purpose, then you're going to be very clear every time a choice is presented to you, whether that lines up with your life purpose or it doesn't. So, how do you figure out your life purpose? Well, actually, it's really simple because there's really only two components to life purpose. The first one is what matters to you, and the second one is what you're good at. So, first of all, you've got to discover what you're good at if you don't already know. And a very easy exercise to discover what you're good at is what I call a list of proudest moments. So you simply write a list of moments where you felt that feeling inside of you that you were just a little bit proud. You knew that you were good at this thing. You can spend maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you want, just jotting down a list of proudest moments. You can do this with as little as five. But a lot of times I'll recommend that people go up to 20 if they really want to dive deep. Either way, really what you're looking at is, of all of these moments, what are the skills I'm using? Those are probably your strengths. Finding out what matters. That could seem a little more daunting because maybe a lot of things in life matter to you. But there's also a very simple exercise for that, and that is to write a list of your happiest moments. The reason is because when you're feeling happy, or whatever your version of happy is, so for some people, that's a feeling of contentment. For others, it's a feeling of inner peace. For others, it's a feeling of intensity and joy. But you can define happiness however you want. It's kind of just say your best feeling. Then go through and write a list of times that you can remember that you felt that way. And then your question again is, what are the themes that emerge? What is it that these moments have in common? Now, I use this exercise to help people discover their core values. And this is where values and purpose connect to each other, because the what matters part is typically a reflection of one of your top core values. What I do with people is I give them a template sentence, and it's so simple, but also so powerful. And it's simply to help whatever that matters to you, using my strength in whatever your strengths are. And you can modify the sentence as you see fit, but I would tell you that people tend to write purpose and mission statements that are long, and the longer your statement is, the less likely you're going to be to remember it. So keep in mind that simple is powerful. And I'll give you an example. So for me, in my list of proudest moments, most of the moments involved teaching and communications and making things easy for people by creating models, which also connected to teaching. So pretty much teaching, communication, that type of thing. When I looked at my happiest moments, they all involved personal growth and personal development. And I had a lot of other values too. But when I do a value sort, the top value that comes up for me is typically personal growth or self-development. So when I put those two together, my simple sentences is to help myself and others grow using my strength in communication. I can change that if I want to, but I can tell you for the last decade or two, it's been about the same. There hasn't been much change in it. And as I got the sentence shorter, I remembered it more often and I could say it off the tip of my tongue. Whereas in the past, I would do this values mission work and write my mission statement, and then I would forget about it once the papers were all set away. But now that this is very, very simple and it's in this template format, I always remember it. And it really helps me remember that I'm very lucky to have a coaching business, because this is what I do. I work to help people grow. My whole business is about that. But also in my personal life, everything I do is designed to help both myself and others grow. So when I run into adversity, my first thought is, how can I use this adversity to help myself grow? Or if I'm talking to a friend or to one of my kids, what is a growing moment here? So your life purpose is something that not only shows up in your work, usually it's going to show up in your whole life. And it can be applied to so many different types of jobs that it really helps you get a lot more clarity on your career path, but it also gives you more flexibility in your career path. So the thing to keep in mind is simple is powerful. If life purpose seems like such a daunting thing for you to figure out, and this seems maybe too simple, what I'd like to suggest you do is just try it. Go through the process, try it, come up with a little sentence, and just see how it feels on you. Any type of self-discovery is going to take time. So you may find yourself at several points in your life trying to figure out your life purpose, trying to figure out your core values, trying to write a mission statement. And every time you do that, you're going to be honing closer and closer to who you really are. So good luck and have fun with this.